Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at some more interesting developments in the GTA community, suggesting that the next Grand Theft Auto Online update is going to be something pretty interesting and could be leaning in the direction of cops and crooks. We'll be talking about all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So if you missed my video the other day, we talked about how some members of the Rockstar Games and GTA community seem to be in the know about what Rockstar looks to be planning next in Grand Theft Auto Online. And we're assuming it has to do with GTA Online because these posts were all occurring on the GTA forum site on the next DLC speculation thread. So that's why I'm speculating and assuming that it has to do for the next update and not necessarily for something unrelated like expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5, standalone of Grand Theft Auto Online, or another Rockstar project altogether. And in case you guys missed it, basically it was a few people in the community saying something was going to be coming soon. They were very excited for it. They weren't expecting Rockstar to do this. It's something they've been looking forward to for a long time. So it kind of got me thinking, well, what is something the community has been looking forward to for a long time that's not currently in the game? I sort of speculated mansions, or that it might be something with like a naval update or the water or something like that. Well, it looks like we might actually have our answer here. So before we really dive into the specifics, we actually need to have some follow-up because it looks like more members are starting to figure out what Rockstar might be up to here. There was another member on the GTA forum site, Rolsha2282, who we've actually featured his post on previous videos before. He is very much in the know with the Rockstar Games community and knows a lot about data mining and, Grand Theft Auto in general. And he ended up saying this earlier today, saying, "I must say, Mach is not wrong. I am pretty excited about it." And Mach1 Bud, who is a staff member on the GTA forum site, was the first guy who started this whole thing by basically just saying soon, and then adding his own follow-up saying that he knows exactly what he's talking about. He's excited for Rockstar to do this, to dive into it, and that it's something he's very much looking forward to and did not expect Rockstar to do. So, long story short here, it looks like more members of the GTA community are finding out about this, which honestly kind of makes me think that this might be something that happens sooner rather than later in GTA Online. Like, maybe Rockstar does a big update, not necessarily all the way in the summer, but maybe in the spring, which is when we had seen updates in the past, albeit that was a couple of years ago. And traditionally, those updates usually wouldn't be all that big either. They would be like the, Southern San Andreas Super Autos update or the Cunning Stunts Special Vehicle Circuit update. The racing type of DLCs, not necessarily like the big heist or business updates that we usually see in the summer and then the winter season. But maybe Rockstar will change some stuff up, especially before the expanded and enhanced version is set to arrive. And then that got a lot of people talking, and this generated some discussion. Well, what could Rockstar ultimately be doing next? And there was a lot of people that ended up bringing up this relatively old tweet from former Rockstar Games insider Yan2295, who has also commented on this situation, saying that he has recently put out hints and clues to future updates like the Cops and Crooks one and the island expansion for Cayo Perico. Well, someone ended up asking him on Christmas Day, so just a bit under a month ago, what's the next GTA update going to be about? And he ended up saying this, which I found to be pretty interesting. Can't tell, but probably something that was supposed to come out earlier, but that got delayed because of some political BS. So it looks like Yan, even back on December 25th, already knew what the next update is going to be. And then he says it's probably going to be something that ended up getting delayed because of something that happened in the world. And so in case you guys don't know what he's talking about here or need a quick refresher, Rockstar was going to do a police-themed DLC or a Cops and Crooks update. But for the most part, it was scrapped or delayed due to the climate of 2020. As you guys know, there were a bunch of protests that ended up occurring. There were movements that took place not only throughout the United States, but all throughout the world. I certainly don't want to dive too much into the politics here and try to focus on the video games themselves, but needless to say, maybe a police or a cops and crooks themed update from Rockstar might not have necessarily been the appropriate timing to release something like that. And we know that Rockstar was working on that, not only from hints and clues from insiders like Yan2295 and others, but we also saw that in the files of the Los Santos Summer Special update that Rockstar had left over Cops and Crooks code. There were things for various weapons, for various in-game animations. There were even arcade games that had Cops and Crooks variants. So it's very clear that Rockstar was working on it. And in fact, I think it was supposed to be the Summer 2020 update. And that's why instead we got the Los Santos Summer Special, because it's more of like a, sort of filler update that they could have done at the last minute because they might have had to delay or push back on the Cops and Crooks DLC. Now, some of that also might have been from the fact that there was a pandemic going on and most of Rockstar's team was working from home, thus making it a bit more difficult to do their, programming, artist type development jobs, ones that you would expect are required for a DLC to come about. But as the pandemic, I guess, is getting more under control, although at this point, who really knows what's under control and if things will ever return back to normal, maybe this is the opportunity for Rockstar to go about doing a Cops and Crooks update. And it looks like that might be the direction that they are heading. Now, of course, that's just my speculation based off of what people are saying on social media, on Grand Theft Auto threads and forums and dedicated fan sites. But I think it's a strong possibility that this is what they're going to do. It's something that fans have been waiting for a long time. It's a theme that's highly anticipated. It was an update that was likely very much delayed. Maybe some parts of it changed or scrapped due to the political environment that was happening throughout the world over 2020. So I think there is a very real possibility that now that the dust has settled a little bit, this is something we could see in 2021. And maybe we could see it sooner rather than later, because if you think about it, it's not like Rockstar probably threw this update in the trash if indeed it is police-themed or Cops and Crooks. I think it's very likely that they just sort of put it on the shelf for a minute. And so I'm sure most of the hard work is already done. I think Rockstar would really just sort of have to put the finishing touches on there, and then I think they'd be good to go. Maybe make some mild changes, but I still think a police, Cops and Crooks theme update would be very, very doable. So it'll be very interesting to see over the next couple of days, weeks, months, not only if we get any official information from Rockstar, but if we continue to hear from these individuals in the community that seem to be in the know and have an idea on what is going on. But I would, of course, love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think Rockstar is up to with the next update. Do you think it's Cops and Crooks related? Do you think it's something completely different? And what do you think the people in the community that are in the know are talking about? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. Would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.